Hello folks, Fhraelaok from the 4.0.1 PTR, again on my Shaman Magma Spar, this time with the third and final spec of Shamans, which is Restoration. I respect my enhancement set as, like I said, it's my second set. I really do prefer Elemental, but I did want to show enhancement prior to anything else. Resto, I do know how to heal as a Shaman. I just don't have a lot of healing gear. As you can see, there's a lot of hit rating on my gear, meaning I have a lot of DPS gear instead of healing gear, which means I do tend to run out of mana faster. But nonetheless, there's not really any changes right now to a Resto Shaman. I mean, there's a couple new healing spells, and I'm going to show those. But essentially, your heals are the same. Healing Wave is your primary spell. There is no lesser Healing Wave, it's just Healing Wave. And this baby, I mean, even as a guy in DPS gear, you can spam, just like any other healer. Their main spell, you can just about spam without going out of mana. Which is pretty crazy, but kind of neat. Greater Healing Wave, which takes the same time, a lot more mana, and does a lot more healing. You now have a thing called Healing Surge, which is like your Flash of Light or your Flash Heal. It's not very mana efficient. It does some pretty big healing, and it's a really fast cast. So if you need to just really get something in there real quick, hopefully you're not spamming it, because look how fast it runs you out of mana. Mana Tide Totem still exists. It really just increases your spirit, which will increase your mana regen. It's kind of odd now, but it still does its job fairly well. Let that get some mana back. I'll put this on. Let's see here. What else do we have? In our talents, we have that your Improved Cleanse Spirit. Your Cleanse Spirit, when you use it, will also heal the target for 3809. Let me pull it out here and see if it actually does that without having to cleanse something from them. Yeah, I'm not seeing a heal. It might do it, but that's really about it. There's not too much to it, except now, if I could, find a target dummy or something. Unfortunately, I'm in Exodar again, and I don't know where the target dummies are. I've not really researched it, but now you can spec into a Lightning Bolt as a Resto Druid, and with your Lightning Bolt spells, you can restore between 40 and 80% of the damage done from that Lightning Bolt you did as mana returned. So as long as you're not having to spam heals, then Lightning Bolt, it's actually pretty mana efficient. Only 263 mana, you use that and you get 40% of that back. So 40% of, let's say, about 2.5k, right? So it's almost half of it, so you're looking at about, probably about 1,000 mana back. So you're gaining about 700 over what you're using, which is pretty good. That way you're also helping the DPS, so you're still doing something, and you're getting mana back at the same time, meaning that you can heal soon with more mana. It overall seems like a great idea. A lot of healers are getting something to where when you do damage, it's going to, in turn, buff your heals. And I think that's an amazing idea. It has healers doing more than just sitting there doing nothing when people don't need heals. But that's just about it as a healer. There's really not much to it. Your chain heal's still there. Everything functions the same. You still have your Riptide, your Earth Shield, and you still have your Nature Swiftness. So, yeah, that's about it. That's about everything for Shamans. I will be putting out videos on Priests next, I believe. I'll try to go over all 3 specs for that as well. Alright, until next time.